Just wanted to do a little walk around of the 2019 Suzuki SV650 ABS model. Just show you what the bike looks like and talk about a couple of the mods I've done to it since I've had it. I haven't done many because I really like the bike as it is, as it comes stock. I did add a couple of protection bits. Alright, I decided to bring it into the garage because it's pretty windy out today. Getting a lot of wind noise on the GoPro. So 2019 Suzuki SV650. Absolutely love the bike. I love how it sounds. I love how it fits me. Just a super fun bike to ride. Just wanted to show you some of the mods I've done since I've had it over the past couple of months. Mostly some protection bits and some cosmetic. The first thing I did when I got it was I put this GV Radiator Guard on. It's just a metal screen basically with some foam bits in there to keep it from making any noise. The radiator on the SV is pretty exposed out front, and the fins on the radiator are pretty delicate. So I got this for the for any rocks or large bugs or things like that might hit the radiator and damage those fins. So pretty cheap investment. I think it was about 90 bucks, and I actually ordered that before I even went to pick up the bike because I knew that was one of the first things I wanted to do to the bike. For frame protection, I got the Shogun frame sliders. And I don't do track days or anything like that, so the frame sliders are basically just for the incidental tip over in the garage, or a low speed tip over at a stop sign or something like that. Very, very unlikely to ever happen, but it just gives me a little bit of peace of mind. If something like that happens, it'll protect the radiator, some of the hoses, some of the engine cases, things like that. The slider is long enough that it will take the brunt of the impact before the other more delicate parts on the bike. Along with that, I got the Shogun swing arm protectors / spools, and I primarily got those not for protection because they're not going to do much really, but I got them so that it would be easier to get the bike up on a rear stand. My original rear stand had the paddle arms, which you would put under the swing arm and lift the bike up that way. And those were kind of a hassle, just a little awkward. With these spools, it's just boom, throw your stand on it, put the spool attachments on your stand right here in the groove, and lift your bike right up. Pretty easy, pretty slick setup. Another protection mod I did was the Pro Grip tank pad. This is the carbon fiber. I wish it were a little bit darker, but it actually fits pretty well with the bike. There's actually a little bit of carbon fiber on the side of the bike stock. My jacket was starting to scratch the tank, scuff it just a little bit, so decided to get one of those, about 15 bucks. Pretty cheap. Yeah, looks okay. Does its job, does what it's supposed to do. Another mod I did was the Speedo Angels instrument panel screen protector. I got these on eBay, I think about for $15. I got 4 of them. They're cut really well, they fit really well, super easy to install. This one's the anti-glare, does exactly what it says it's supposed to do. I kind of think of that as like if you have a cell phone, you're pretty much going to get a screen protector for it. I figure why not, for a few dollars, protect the instrument panel screen basically for the life of the bike. 4 screen. Here we got the Vagabond Motorsports Fender Eliminator kit. I really like this mod. Stock, the bike comes with the big plastic fin back here. Looks kind of clunky, kind of big, just kind of ugly really. And the Fender Eliminator kit really just cleans that whole rear end of the bike up. What I really like about the Vagabond Fender Eliminator kit is that it uses all the stock components, stock turn signals, stock license plate light, stock wiring. You don't have to cut any wires. It takes about 20-25 minutes to install. You just need a few tools. Super nice mod to really clean up the look of that rear end of the bike. It just makes the bike look a lot better, a lot cleaner. Really like it. I only have one complaint about it, and that is that there's no way built into the Fender Eliminator kit to attach a rear reflector. Where I live here in California, I believe that the code states that you have to have a rear red reflector visible up to, I believe it's 300 or 350 feet. So what I did is I just bought some red reflective tape, put on the back, and hopefully that works. At least I made an effort. If not, for side reflectors, I'm not too concerned about that. I did put some reflective tape around the where the foot peg frame is, I don't know what you call that, the extensions for the foot peg, so that I'm a little more visible from the side at night if necessary. And that's it. That's all I've done to the bike. I really like it as is. I don't think you really need to do anything to the bike. It's right out of the box. It's a great machine. Future mods that I might do, there's really only two that I might do. Well, three. There's 3 mods that I might do in the future. One would be the seat. I'm okay with this seat. It's not super comfortable, but it's comfortable enough. But I really like the look of the Suzuki tuck and roll seat. It's got kind of the, the baffles all the way up and down the seat. It just looks a little more cafe racer-esque. I might go that route. We'll see. I thought of getting a windscreen, but decided against it because the wind really isn't that bad on this bike. But I may get the meter visor. It's not really a windscreen, but it just kind of goes a little ways up, covers your instrument panel, and it also deflects a little bit of the wind and adds a little bit of a unique look to the bike. I may do that, haven't decided yet. And I may get an aftermarket slip-on exhaust. The stock one sounds fine to me. I like the way the bike sounds as is, but it's just kind of big and clunky. Like, it's just a really large chunk of exhaust back there. I'm leaning towards the Scorpion exhaust. I really like the way that one looks, and I like the Yoshimura as well. I like the way it looks too. So yeah, maybe one of those 2 brands. So yeah, there it is, 2019 Suzuki SV650 ABS model. The mods I've done, and future mods I might do. Stay tuned for some more riding videos. I hope to get this thing out on some of the twisty roads here in Northern California, and do a little motovlogging. And if I do any of those other mods, maybe I'll do an install video. Stay tuned for future videos, and once we hit some cool weather and get some rain and moisture in the soil, I'll probably take that guy out and do some dirt bike videos. So yeah, stay tuned. Thanks for watching.